Welcome to my home tour. This is going to be a video of my home in progress. As you can see, here's a small, somewhat decorated corner behind me. I just put on a face mask and this one is incredibly waxy and greasy and weird. And so now that my updates are out of the way, let's go around and show you some of my favorite features inside my home that I just moved into about 7 months ago. We are starting out in my studio. I'm a visual artist, if you didn't know. She's kind of under-decorated and a little raw, but we've got some nice things happening. I'm kind of liking this corner. A lot of this stuff is from World Market. The art, the cat vase. This is one of my favorite things. These fake flowers, I need to order some vases. There are some little details you'll find here and there that are just like kind of in progress, but I love all the textures in this corner, and then when the afternoon sun shines and hits it, it's just so nice. This is my studio desk. I've got all my stuff. I host an event called Art and Estrangement, designed for those who are either contemplating or experiencing estrangement, as I am estranged from my family. So this is where I host it, and this is usually what I work on when I'm hosting it. I'm building one of these miniature universes. I freaking love these things. These are some like little furniture pieces that I've assembled with that. So that's my desk setup. Love this. These are beautiful art prints by Becca Zemitz. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but I found them at an art market in Oregon when I was there last winter. Those are from World Market. I think this is, I forget where that's from. Anyway, yeah. And then I have these old metal bookshelves from IKEA. I know they're kind of all over the place. This is just kind of temporary, and I have some things like the cat felt house, work in progress, this mess up here, and this basket full of receipts and like technology things that are pretty much just like temporary organized piles of random things that don't yet have a home, but that's part of making a house. And then I've got these, love these dried flowers in baskets. I got the baskets on Etsy. And then that's my storage closet. So let's move on. This is just a small little thing. This is one of my favorite pieces that I own. I forget the artist's name, but I was visiting someone in Pennsylvania years ago, and I was in Jim Thorpe walking downtown, and I saw this in a window and I could not stop thinking about it for days, and it's literally one of my favorite things that I own. It's so whimsical and magical. And I'm not a fan of the out of placeness of the mushroom strings here, but you know, anyway, why am I focusing on that? Let me tell you about what I like. This is something I love. It's a very cool lamp, and look at the colors of the bulbs. I just love how beautiful this is. I painted this. Oh, and I also made this, and I need to find a vase for these, and lots of stuff's gonna come together. Okay, this is my bathroom. I love these little details. I have these in my master bath as well. This is a guest bath, but these are like Jasper shower curtain bead decor hanger things, and bird curtain, World Market towels. They don't have a hanger of their own, but we've got these. I'm gonna put out a jute rope thing right here to hang the toilet paper, but that's like TP storage and garbage. And these amazing mirrors are like one art piece. They go side by side and form kind of like a painting, but I mean, I'm going to put them, oh geez, I just crashed into my wall. I'm gonna put them over here, and it's gonna be so wonderful. And I love the height that the taper candles give, and I think when I add these mirrors, it's just gonna be so wonderful. I'm also gonna get a vase for these, so that'll kind of hang there, and the mirrors are gonna pretty much go up to the top, and it's gonna be wonderful. And then I've got, interestingly, this bathroom closet doesn't have a door, so I had leftover sheer curtains and a random tension rod, so I hung hung them here, and instead of having just random stuff on the shelf, which you can see my Epsom salt bags there, I just am using these like wicker baskets as storage solutions because I think that it just makes everything a lot nicer. When I take baths in here, because I have a bathtub, I put on these little lights, and I'm gonna kind of probably fix them to the ceiling eventually, but that's like a longer term thing. I've got this. So one design technique that I have learned about that's been really helping my process is, I think it's like the rule of thirds or something, which is like when you have a certain color or texture in your home, a way to really make that certain color or texture or element pop is by having it in like 3 different spaces in your house. But it's like, you see, you've got like blues, reds, yellows, whatever. So a good technique to make this painting, for example, feel more cohesive than the rest of my house would be like, for example, to have pops of yellow visually outside to like integrate it and incorporate it. So I have yellow here and I have yellow here. So just little things like that. You know, we got the bird motif repeating, a lot of nature stuff repeating. I've had this for years. It's from Target. And then we'll get into my cozy room. It's still a work in progress, and I think I'm gonna change those lights up at some point, add some kind of different decor up there. This is my TV and my Switch and console and a lamp that matches this one. Another example of that rule of thirds thing, I think, is like I've got a lot of like gold stems, and then I have like gold picture frames, and you know, the wood repeats itself, and like the Turkish, you know, earth tones, jewel tones repeat themselves and whatever. There's still a lot of stuff in progress. Like this is just temporary. It's another print that I got at that market in Oregon, of course, Cascades region. Look at these topographic volcanic images. I just think that's so cool. So yeah, there are some things about this room that I'm like super cool, good, and other things that I'm like the emptiest shelves and whatever, but again, it's all work in progress. Okay, so bathroom, cozy room, studio. This is the entryway. I want to create more height and visual interest on the walls here. I met a woman who makes these beautiful like raw live edge like wood plank things with like dried flower stems coming up at the top. So I thought it'd be really cool if I could put something like that above this to give this height, to kind of balance out the like density over here and like draw the eye up and whatnot. And I think I'm gonna get rid of these at some point, and this is for like years down the line, but I really want a solid, beautiful wood, maybe like a peacock teal, like custom piece or something, that I can put a long aquarium on. That has been a vision of mine for a while. Imagine coming inside and just like seeing a beautiful long aquarium that just like spans the wall. Would love to do something like that. I love this little guy. This is a cloud lamp, but the water here in Arizona is so hard that I need to clean it because it's so crispy. It says to use distilled water on this, but I have been using tap water, which is, you know, not responsible, but hey, whatever. These are tea light holders. I'm gonna put them on the wall somewhere. Let me stop focusing on the tiny random things and actually show you like major centerpieces. When you enter in my home, this is what you see. This is one of my mostly cohesive little areas. It's my little living room corner. Miss Butter is sleeping right there. I've had a lot of this stuff here, the couch, the pillows, the furniture, the rugs, my guitar, the decor, the lamp, for a while. Got these posters at an art museum in Tel Aviv. Yoga mats, mirror, plants. I need to get a matching pot with this one. There's only one at the store that I found. And then there's, you know, obviously a lot of stuff in progress. Unfinished things. I want to put another one of those like live edge flower things, maybe like above the table, like right here, to kind of like spill into the frames and then maybe have something cascading down. This is literally still so in progress, but here we are. Sorry for the mess. This is my fish tank, well, my tanks. All that stuff belongs in storage out of sight, so ignore it. But these are my pothos vines. They love all the nutrients in the aquarium. This is Xenon. She's my first betta fish. I chose her because she was struggling the most in the cup at the pet store, and she was just surrendered to me for free. And then this is my secondary tank, and this is Mr. Subaru, named after the Seven Sisters constellations because he is shimmery king. Look at this angel man. He's the most beautiful betta fish I've ever seen in person. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna figure out how to hang the vines from the ceiling to kind of create some kind of canopy, and then I have more tide pool fishy posters that I want to put over here. This is such a nerdy thing. Sorry about the mess, but I'm growing a grass called HC Cuba, which is notoriously one of the most finicky grasses in the hobby to grow. So I'm just trying to grow a carpet in here, and it's gonna take a couple months because I don't have like a CO2 like bubbler or whatever inside this. So I'm using liquid carbon, and this plant flourishes with actual bubbling CO2, I think. But I don't want to get into the explaining everything right now, but eventually this is going to be a beautiful carpet. I'm going to probably add stuff to it and then put some really unique like neocardinia shrimp inside because they exist in some really cool color variations. And I've got this wreath, probably put some pictures over there. Sorry about the mess. Cat food came in. And then my garbage is tastefully surrounded by plants. This is my little kitchen table area. I like it. I love this beaded runner. It's from World Market as well. Blue velvet curtains. That's another thing. I need some more like navy, kind of like sky blue pops in those two rooms to kind of like tie it in together. But I have that color in my bedroom and in my bathroom as well. Cat corner outside. Sorry about the mess there. And here as well. This is just kind of like placeholder. I know I'm gonna frame this orange flower Maine Coon Becca Zimetz or Zimetz. Again, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but art piece right above the towel rack there. And these other guys are just hanging out. They haven't found a home yet. And then I think I might add a vase for these because it looks really nice. And I might even put the taper candles like next to the vase as just decoration. Temporary little pumpkins up there. Some of these things are just like, not perfect. Although this macrame thing, I absolutely love it. I love the desert tones. I love the height, the texture, the motif, the mountains. And then, fun fact, when I was like, I don't know, 12, I started collecting Breyer horses, and they're like my one childhood toy that I never got rid of. And I will forever love these guys. So I got these beautiful live edge wood shelves off of Etsy, and I finally had them installed in here like months later. This is my food pantry and my laundry room. I don't really need to show you what's in here, although that's that. And then storage and more storage. Fun. Okay, let's go into the bedroom. One of my favorite places. We've got 2 salt lamps. You know what, I'm just gonna be quiet and show you around. I made these pom-pom garlands. I made the pom-poms. This guy doesn't have a frame yet. And I know I need to do something else to like balance out this corner, especially with the air filter there. Oh my god, and these, it's a fun little hobby thing. These like Japanese sticker scene sets. I'm just obsessed with them, so I ordered a ton. And this has just been sitting there. I tied this back, but it's a canopy, and so it can cover the chair. All this is from World Market, but you see what I mean? The like navy blue, the navy blue just creates a sense of cohesion. This is my beautiful black magic begonia. She's doing amazing. And these guys, little lanterns, I was gonna hang them up above here and dangle them, but now that I have this here, I'm just like, these guys haven't found their home. They haven't told me where they want to live yet, so that's that. World Market as well. Vintage find from an old friend in New York. Normally I have the green poof up on here, and I have the blanket kind of draped to the side and this kind of hanging over, but that's that. And then let's go into the bathroom. I've got some mirrors. I want to take these mirrors down as well and then kind of cluster these mirrors so it's like an art and mirror wall. So I'm going to rearrange those things around a little bit, but I created these earring holders by gluing a leather sheet from Michael's to a twig and wrapping some like twine around them and punching earring holes in them with an awl, like a leather piercer. And this I think is either from my aunt or my grandmother, and it's got my rings in it. And this was from an ex-boyfriend, but I thought this was just so cool. I kind of love this. Towel basket, taper candles. I like to collect like postcards and like greeting cards and everything and frame them. We've got texture and height. This fun thing, necklaces, crystals. Don't mind that mess. So yeah, you know, poof, closet, corner. Here, let me. Now this one was a little hard to get right because the liner has to be hung with, you know, hooks and this thing. I couldn't figure out a way to hang it that kind of like worked. I mean, I could tie these things to these. That might actually be perfectly fine. I might try that, but I feel like I tried that and it just didn't work, especially with these guys, but I think you get the point. Texture, warmth. I want it to feel like womb-like. And above the toilet, I made this little mobile, and I wanted to get another set of those like chiffon curtains to kind of drape, to just add height and softness, so it's not just like a sterile toilet corner. Again, we've got the bird motif repeating. This guy, you know, so anyway, lots of stuff in progress. But this is kind of, you can kind of get a feel of the vision, and just see kind of what's going on. This is what I've created so far. Things are obviously subject to change. And yeah, I think that's that. So thanks for watching. Please don't criticize my home or leave rude comments because you will get deleted and blocked. I can't stand that. The internet is supposed to be a peaceful place. But I just wanted to share my passion and love for textures and decor and visual things with you guys. So yeah. Okay, we'll see you next time then.